Alright, here we are, back inside. Another little bit for the RS today that I'm going to install and have a look at is the Cymarc Crud catcher. So let's take it out of the bag and see what you get. Alright, there you go. Fairly straightforward. You got the unit itself, a couple of bolts for bolting it on, and a reasonable set of instructions. Let's see how good they are. Okay, so principle is fairly basic. You have this kind of plate here on the front, just to show you what generally we're doing here. So the front of the engine block, and I noticed that on the GS previously, and I don't see a reason why it would be different here, is that gets all pitted and covered in shite, and you know, generally gick and hard to clean. So you can put a plate like this on the front, just remove some of those bolts, stick the plate on the front. There is a Machine Art Moto plate that you can get, which is an ABS plastic plate as opposed to a metal one, but if you have the spotlights on the RS, they actually won't go on. So I discovered that the hard way. So let's see if this one goes on just as successfully. So first of all, I'm going to basically assemble this. Now, it doesn't technically need assembly, but what I found is there's a little bit of with these holes here, this has been plated, so the screws aren't, you know, they don't just drop into the holes. You shove them through, and then when they get to the non-threaded part, you give them an old bang of something soft, just to get them in there properly. So do that with the 4 screws, and that'll go a little better for you. Right, so that's together and that's ready to go on. Let's go pull off some of these fasteners. Right, so some of these fasteners need to come off. There are a million of them, so you're not going to do anything terrible by taking them off. Nearest I can gather, they're Torx T30. Now, they're not on terribly tight, so they just come out like so, and just hang on to those. You never know when you'll need them back. Now, next up, just offer this up to it and just see which exact ones need to come off. So it's the next one's up. Actually, not the next one's up, it's the second to next one's up. So that's it on there. So we'll get those off. Now, next up, we're going to throw this thing on. So, with the 2 short spacers on there, 2 long ones on there, and you just screw in. Now, the screws here are different. They're M6 screws. M6 screws are probably easier to come across than Torx T30. Right, now that we have our spacers on, just throw this up against it. Just offer it up first. Make sure that everything is lined up. Everything looks reasonably nice. All the 4 screws are at least sitting where they're supposed to be sitting. Make sure they're in proper, that they're not going to ring your holes there. Now, and as before, when you're putting something on like this, just do them up a bit at a time. It's not a big rush. Make sure they're on properly and nothing is giving you too much resistance. Alright, so as you start getting to the end, you just give it about 9 Newton meters. Or in normal person speak, that means just fucking hand tighten it like that. And that's it. That's on solid, no fucking bother, and looks not too bad, and it's going to keep your engine block non-pitted and non-covered in shite. It's going to be a lot easier to sort of wash that off with a hose or power wash it if that's your thing. And yeah, if all else fails and the thing corrodes over time after a few years, this thing costs considerably less than a new front plate for your engine block, which is nice. So there it is, another simple as you like job on the RS, installing the crud catcher. Instructions were great. There was no real hassle getting it on. Looks well, goes with the bike in the black colour scheme. I especially like the instructions, which are, it's clearly, there's a chap here who puts a lot of thought and effort and heart into what he's doing. The pictures could be a little better, but it puts across what you actually need to see, and it's not too bad. So yeah, cool. So there you have it, the Cymarc Crud catcher for liquid cooled BMWs. Cheers.